Hi everyone. Around about 2 years ago I bought a second-hand laptop for very cheap. It was £50 and it was at the time a good spec laptop. But yeah, there was a problem with it, and the problem was very minor really. It had no sound, and I thought it would be a really easy fix. I thought it'd probably be a software fix, reinstall Windows or something like that, and it'd be fine. I thought it was to do with drivers, but it's actually not to do with drivers. It's a hardware fault. And the reason I know that is because in the device manager, the device is not actually recognised at all. There's literally no sound device. And yeah, that's not usually a software problem, it's usually a hardware problem. So I searched on a search engine to find out, if there are any hints as to what the problem could be. And pretty much a lot of it pointed to the chip or direct hardware. So looking at the bottom here where you can see the audio jacks, you can see there's this header thing here, so I'll just put this to one side. To make the job easier, it gets plugged in here, and there are no chips on there that will process any audio, so it must be this side. And if I zoom in here, I don't know if this thing will stay sharp. Yeah, that's fairly sharp, isn't it? This is the chip which controls it all, and if I can... let's focus. It looks like I've gone a little bit too close for it to be able to focus. Let's try that. It does actually say CX2056. Is that right? 20561. And I'm going to guess that this chip is dead. It's unlikely to be any other chip. I mean, the BIOS is fine, the communications are fine, the CPU is obviously fine, and the RAM is fine. So really, this is the only thing that I can think of, other than, resistors are dead or something like that. But there's no visible sign of anything else going wrong, so I'm just going to guess that it's the chip. So today what I'm going to do is replace the chip. I've got one from China here. I think I paid £1 for it or something like that. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is replace the chip with the new one, put it all back together, and see what happens really. See what happens. I'm feeling quite positive about it, but these things do go wrong from time to time. So I've got my heat gun, which is here. Of course I can't solder it because there's, I've got to desolder, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the heat gun to it, then some tweezers, I'll pull it off and then put the new one on, heat it up a bit more, and we'll see what happens. So it's about to get very hot in here. I've got the thing to pull the chip out ready, my heat gun's ready. First thing I'll do though is attempt to put flux all over this, and that's because I want the thing to be clean. One's coming out here. What's... oh right, it looks like the kids have used this as a pen and ruined it, but let's keep going. There we go. So plenty of flux to clean the pins. Okay, and turn the heat gun on. So I'm going to heat this up and then just take it off. Now things could go horribly wrong here, and sometimes they do, but we'll see. I think I'll have to move this to this side actually. There we go. So there's the old chip, dot in this corner over here with the line. Okay, so dump that down there. And here's the new one, of course. And this should be the easy part really. Okay, so it's done. It doesn't look particularly nice though, but let's see if the camera can see the pins. It's really hard to get the pins right. And I suppose I'll have to lift this up because I don't want to move anything. So hopefully nothing's fallen off the other side or something silly like that. You can see it's not quite perfect, but it's so hard to get it right though. And the spacing between this is less than a millimetre, so I struggled like crazy to do it. But anyway, I suppose I'll put it back together. There was a little bit of damage. You can see there in the centre of the screen now there was a capacitor, and it looks like I blew it or something, and I don't know. So there it is. I'm just wondering if I've got away with it or not.